with Ghost, and you've been what an amazing audience you did. I'm just going to, as you've got trains to catch, I've just got to thank a few of my colleagues. This, for me, has been the most integrated piece of work I've ever done in my life, in which all departments have worked towards one end. And so I just like to not let this evening go by. Do you know it's the last performance, by the way? Without thanking, I think we've got Chris Nightingale here, who's the music supervisor. You need to know that Chris and I started work on those years ago, 4 years ago, probably close to 4 years ago. And Chris is the music supervisor and orchestrator, which means that he not only encouraged Dave and Glenn to write the songs for the show and turned them into usable material, but then also provided all the interspersed material, like the overture, the subway train, the transitions, but all of our work would go to nothing, of course, if it wasn't then delivered and maintained 8 shows a week, night after night after night. And for that, I personally have to thank not only extraordinary company performers who you've had the pleasure of watching this evening, but I also got to thank Paul Warwick-Griffin, who's my associate director. Also thank James down here, who's the musical director. And he's leading, without question, the best band in the West End, as it's always been since Ghost opened. And Simon Ash in the office, and Ben, and before him Dave, our company manager, and our operators, Ben tonight, I think, sound operators, and Lauren, and colleagues. Thank you all, an amazing job. And up there, follow spots, and on stage, of course, and lighting operator, and on stage, of course, the crew, who hopefully you never see. Sometimes it has to be said in the run of Ghost, they have made an appearance from time to time. But generally speaking, you don't see them. They're led by an amazingly gifted and indefatigable person. Natalie Wood, are you coming out? Bring everybody out, please. Come on. Come on. There you go. Everyone out, crew, everybody. Come on, only come. Okay, and this is the most complicated show that I've worked on, that we've worked on, for various reasons. It's not actually quite the biggest, but it is the most complex, and the whole job of turning the technical aspects of the show and the mathematics and the illusion into emotion, which is we're entirely dedicated to that, is all in the hands of one person every night, and it's often this person who's flying this aeroplane. And tonight, as it often is Sharon, who probably can't come down here because she's got to finish the show. Can you say hello on the mic, Sharon? Sometimes you can. She's incredibly shy.
I can, thank you.
There you go. And anyway, way back, right at the beginning of all of this, after a phone call, I was called to a meeting in a hotel with Colin Ingram, who was the lead producer on the show, and Bruce Joel Rubin, who sat together to try and persuade me to do this show. I don't know why it was me, but I'm incredibly grateful that it was. It is one of probably the highlight of my career, I would say. Now, this show, I mean, we're all incredibly proud of it. It's quite unbearable to think that in just a few hours' time, Ghost will have vanished from this theatre, and I hope you'll forgive me for sounding conceited if I say that I think the West End will be a poorer place for its we do plan to be reincarnated in a touring version in And the whole reason Bruce wrote the amazing movie Ghost was just to dramatise one idea, which was the love inside. You take it with you. We will. I hope you will too. Thank you.